Somebody's getting blasted with a soulmate. Okay, the divine is stepping in to provide you this soul connection. This does not have to be just love, although trust me, if love is what you're looking for, love is what you're getting. Okay, but this feels like just a divine friendship, perhaps a partnership, some sort of like person you're working with, even. Okay, but there's something very divinely guided about this connection. It feels like after a time of you calling out to God, calling out to the universe and the divine, they're finally bringing you this person. And it's because we have the Empress on the bottom, you're finally able to receive this. You finally sat in the knowing that you deserve this. And so that's why it's able to come in now. But yeah, get excited. I feel like this, I'm noticing too, the lion on this card as well. Leo season coming up. Leo season could be very significant, okay, for this connection. But I'm also getting this idea of it being a very passionate connection. And again, this does not have to just be romantic, but it does feel like it could be a fiery connection in that regard as well. But this could also just be like you both have an aligned passion. You're both working towards the same thing. You both, work in relationships in the same way. Again, if this is a friendship, it's like there's equal give and take. If this is a work collaboration, there's equal give and take. You both provide something to each other, okay? But it feels very aligned, very destined, okay? Let's get some more information though. Yeah, it really feels like this is going to feel like a blessed union and a blessed connection. I feel like you've been waiting for this too, or starting to doubt that you were deserving of it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is like a new offering. This is something being presented to you. This could very well have to do with money. I'm hearing too, for some of you, if you're already in an established relationship, you're not really looking for new connections in that way, there's an up-leveling happening within your current relationship. It could even be that you start like working together with your partner in some sort of business idea, some sort of, there's some sort of like working together in this, but there is a new chapter starting for you, okay? I feel like you have planted a seed that you're starting to take action towards when it comes to your material, your physical, your money, but there's some quick communication coming in. I feel like this is vastly approaching. Again, I keep looking at the lion, so I really feel like Leo season is going to be very significant. You might be receiving some confirmation, maybe an invitation, maybe you meet this person in Leo season, you don't even realize that that's this connection until later on, but there's something about Leo season that feels like it's bringing this in. But as I said before, I think there was some doubts that this was going to come in or that you were deserving of it because you've been so hurt in your connections in the past. We got the Three of Swords, which is showing this heartbreak, this aching for love, this wanting to open your heart up and then being stabbed every single time you do. And I feel like that's what's shifting or what's healing in this new connection. Yeah, you've closed out something major here, okay? So if you've been in cycles of difficult relationships, non-reciprocal relationships when it comes to your work, non-reciprocal relationships when it comes to friendships or love, that's what's closing out here, and it's leading you to massive celebration. And there's still something being hidden. I feel like you probably don't even know who this person is or when they're going to come in or how, but there's a reason for that. I feel like you would self-sabotage if you knew exactly how this is coming in. This could be even somebody that's already in your life that's going to surprise you because the connection is actually deeper than you maybe initially thought. Okay, but there's a little bit of secrecy. There's still something being veiled here. And I do feel like you, through this process of the waiting and kind of getting to know yourself and getting to know what you deserve and what you're worthy of, you've really gained this like insight and discernment over your path. And that's what's allowing this person to kind of give you something that you didn't realize you needed until recently. I feel like your standards maybe have changed when it comes to connections. And so if this person came in before you determined that for yourself, it may not have been as good of a connection because the timing wasn't right. Whereas now it's like you've really decided and you've been firm on what it is you need from this connection. And now they're able to provide that to you because they're going to be magnetized to you, again, with that Empress energy that we saw before in the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. If you've been feeling stuck, if you've been feeling stagnant, if you've been feeling unlucky when it comes to relationships or connections, trust that it is shifting for you now. You're going to be in abundance of love, connection, deepening relationships, again, up-leveling to your current relationships as well. Everything is leading to much more fulfillment and a closing of a cycle of where you used to open yourself up and be disappointed. That has ended, and get ready to receive.